Rush Limbaugh says who the liberals should really go after. As a result, to the violent protest in Charlottesville, Virginia, some liberals decided to continue their goal of destroying the American history. They are now demanding Jefferson Memorial to be taken down. Al Sharpton and the PBS host Charlie Rose claimed that the Jefferson Memorial needed to come down. They explained that Thomas Jefferson, founding father, the one who wrote the Declaration of Independence, owned slaves and that was offensive to Sharpton. Rush Limbaugh found that to be absolutely bizarre, so he came forward and explained the absurd. Thomas Jefferson was one of the founders of this country, and you see what this really is about here? This is about not just delegitimizing Donald Trump, and it's not just about getting rid of him, said Rush. These people are on it here to delegitimize this entire country, as part of their effort to transform it and, dare I say, overthrow it however they might try to make that happen. He said, these are people that cannot be mollified, as he pointed out to some parts of our history. And their whole argument resides on the notion that it hasn't changed, that there still is, for all intents and purposes, slavery, Rush added. There still is racism. There still is bigotry. And now it's been joined by a bunch of Nazis and Klan members, and the Klan was all Democrats, and the segregationists in the South were all Democrats, he continued. I'd like to ask a question about this, for those of you on the left. You want to tear down the statues of Robert E. Lee and you want to tear down, now, the Jefferson Memorial if you're Al Sharpton. But you want to get rid of all of these monuments that have been erected to people and events in our nation's past, tied to the Civil War, which you find horribly, horribly offensive and you want to get rid of all vestiges, said Rush. Well, at what point are you gonna realize that you also have to disband the Democrat Party? He asked. If you're gonna really succeed and follow through to the end on this mission, you've got to get rid of the Democrat Party, and you have got to wipe a bunch of people out of it. He then pointed out that some well-known Democrat were from not too long ago were racist and bigoted, and even open member of the KKK. Many roads, towns and institutions are named after them, so they all need to be changed as well. And yet they are your party today. That's where you vote. So at some point are you going to have to eliminate the Democrat Party? He asked. If you do, if you cleanse all of these uncomfortable and painful reminders, the statues are down, the roads are renamed, all of these monuments are gone, how is your life on that day made better? How is your standard of living impacted? How is your overall degree of happiness measured? And I guarantee you they haven't thought this far because that's not what any of this is about, he stated. We're dealing hip deep with an unhinged irrationality that has the full-fledged support of the American media, which remains the organizing power today that projects the power of the American and the worldwide left. Sadly, intellectual honesty isn't something familiar to the Democratic Party, that is why they are not demanding for these names to be changed. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.